Hey guys, what's going on? And it's Deepshul Gamer here, and I'm going to be showing you an amazing Three Musketeer Hog deck. I'm sure you guys have seen this in the meta. The top players use it. They use log instead of skeletons. I just like skeletons because they're easier to cycle and stuff like that. So let's talk about the role of each card in the deck, okay? So first of all, you got the Hog Rider, which, is your main win condition, guys. You might think Three Musketeers is your main win condition, but no, it's not. It kind of works like a scare element, actually, in this deck. It just scares the opponent, makes them spend way more than 9 elixir to counter it, and sometimes they just stay alive, and they will wreck your tower. They're a, I don't want to say co-win condition, or something like that. Nice, awesome on defense, guys. I don't know, I just recently, just 2 months back, I started using it. It's amazing. It just wrecks everything if you place it properly. It gives so much value for 3 elixir. You always need a pump for your Three Musketeer decks because they're 9 elixir. And the most amazing ground defense combo is Skeletons and Goblin Gang, guys. It's so good. They just destroy elite barbs. You can drop your Skeletons and Ice Spirit, and he might log it. Then you just drop the Goblin Gang, or do the other way around, and it just wrecks elite barbs. And the Zap spell, guys. If you have the log, then use it. If you see too much air, then use the Zap. I'll be talking about this deck in replays because, you see all my deck slots are closed, and I've reached my personal best, 3363 with it, and I don't want to risk any more trophies today. Sorry for that, but I'm going to be giving you an in-depth strategy on how to use this deck. It's not going to be like my old videos where I just do play-by-play. I'll be, in the first 2 replays, I'll be doing a nice review, and in my last video, I'll do a play-by-play, okay? So, I lost a few with this deck. Let's just go back. First match is going to be a tournament match, just letting you guys know. Where is that match? I think it was here, yep. Yeah. So how do you use this deck? In the beginning, what you do is you just pump, okay? You just pump. You don't want to focus mainly on the pump. What you want to do is you want to pump up as well as put some hog pushes in between. So I like to tell you guys that in the first 2 minutes, you want to play this deck just like any other hog control deck. Play it like a trifecta, guys. For the first 2 minutes, guys. Never drop your 3 Musketeers in the first 2 minutes. Even if there's a big tank, like, if there's giant and stuff, then don't drop your 3 Musketeers. Only if there's Lava Hound pushes and Golem pushes, you drop your 3 Musketeers to defend, or else you don't even use those 2 cards. Okay? So, one more tip is, play your hog a lot, okay? You have to play your hog a lot to get damage in the first 2 minutes. You don't want to be like, no damage in the first 2 minutes. So let's just watch this replay. So Hog going down the lane. And, well, that was kind of unsuccessful. But I got my second pump going, and that's what you want to do. You want to defend those pumps and play your Hog, just like a Hog trifecta. Okay? When you hit that 1 minute mark, you want to split your 3 Musketeers, guys. So, the only time when you don't want to split your 3 Musketeers is when, their direct damage spell has been used, like a fireball, and they don't have any big tank to push in the other lane. That time you drop them in one spot, and also when you got one tower, you want the other tower, you drop them in that pocket, okay? So, a note here, I just made a stylus and I'm using it. It's working really well, it's homemade. You just need aluminum foil and some cotton. Okay, that was off topic, but whatever. Spells, you need to be aware of the spells which they have, guys. And look at that damage I've done on the left tower. They'll defend way too much on the tower which you've sent 2 Musketeers on, but they won't even have enough elixir to defend on that other 1 Musketeer tower. So on that side, you want to enforce it with the Hog Rider. So I'm talking about double elixir time, okay? On the side where there's 1 Musketeer, enforce with the Hog Rider. On the other side, use a Knight, okay? Because it's more flimsy because you have 2 Musketeers behind it. And hover a spell over the Knight side, okay? So that's very, very important. As you can see here, I just go for the 2 crown, and it was actually in a tournament here. So let's just get into our second match, and I'll give you even more tips on how to use 3 Musketeer decks, guys. And I know, like, most of you guys just have not upgraded 3 Musketeers. They're just sitting at level 3 or 2. But I'm telling you guys, please upgrade 3 Musketeers. It is amazing. More tips on how to use 3 Musketeers, okay? You guys know how to use Hog. You guys know how to defend pumps. How to use 3 Musketeers. In normal time, don't use 3 Musketeers. When double elixir begins, you want to have at least 1 pump on the board, and you want to split 3 Musketeers, okay? And you can split it 2 ways. One way is you want 1 Musketeer to go to the side where you've done most damage, or you can like if they have direct damage spells, then you want to split them in the center, with 2 going to the side where there's where the opponent's got less damage on their tower. So as you can see here, I don't have any other defense against this golem. I only have 3 Musketeers, so that's the best time to use it. That's the only time you want to use it, okay? Look at that Musketeer turn around and kill that Musketeer and go back to killing that golem there. I took tons of damage, but because of that big thrust in the beginning, the big push in the beginning, I'm ahead of him. So here, I don't know, it was kind of a pro play. There, look at that placement of that Goblin Gang. I don't know, it was kind of a fluke, but it turned out to be really good. So here, I'm pumping up. So, I'm sorry guys, but in all 3 of my replays, you know, no one's going to counter my pumps, okay? So what to do when your pumps are countered, that's a big question, okay? So once you see rockets coming down at all your pumps, you keep pumping up, okay? You keep doing that to keep baiting out his rocket, and in double elixir time, if he rockets your pump, just drop 3 Musketeers, okay? So it's going to be like a rocket or a spell bait sort of. When you drop the pump, you get the spell on the pump, and then you drop your 3 Musketeers. That's how you want to play. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it the other way around, okay? You really don't want to do it. If the opponent decides to counter, you know, your 3 Musketeers with the spell, then you still have the elixir advantage. You can outcycle him and drop 3 Musketeers again. That's crazy because you can actually do it. You have Zap, you have Ice Spirit and Skeleton, and you have Goblin Gang to cycle, or Knight or something like that. Okay, so it's actually a really fun deck to play. It's super fun. I can't stop playing it. It's a really, really fun deck, and it's not too good on defense. You only have, actually, it's pretty good, but for some reason it just fails, okay, for sometimes. Don't be afraid to give up your tower, but don't under-defend, okay? If there's a mini P.E.K.K.A coming down the lane, don't, like let him get 2 shots or something. 1 shot is fine, but not 2 shots, okay? And if a giant Musketeer, say, is coming down your lane, what do? You don't drop 3 Musketeers. That's over defense, okay? And he might just fireball Zap. What you want to do is you want the Goblin Gang to counter. You want the Knight to counter the Musketeer, and the Goblin Gang to counter the Giant. Take like 1,000 damage, okay? That's totally fine. Take 1,000 damage, build up your push, and that's how you actually win the games. So I'm explaining about the deck more now. I'm not just doing play-by-plays because, you know, that's kind of boring for people to watch. Like, they know what's going on. Like, 1 match with play-by-play is pretty good. So this is the match, the next match is a play-by-play. I think I've explained to you how to use 3 Musketeers really well. And this match, let's just watch it. So this match is really, really fun. I defend against a giant deck. He gets overconfident. It's giant elite barbarians, guys. That's crazy. Look at the starting hand. Obviously go with Hog, guys. Play aggressive with this deck, but not too aggressive. Doesn't mean you don't use your Hog. You use your Hog. So here we go. I just attack with Hog here. I get my Zap hovering. He goes with Goblin Gang. The most counters to Hog would you see nowadays is Goblin Gang or Skarmy. Those are the 2 main counters you see. There are also elite barbs in Hog Mountain at least. I want to push to Legendary Arena soon, so I'm going to be ready. I'm going to push with this deck as well as another Hog Tornado deck, which I'm going to talk to you about in the next video. I'm talking about this first because it's more popular. But for me, the Tornado deck works better. This is almost the same. So here, as you can see, I'm not afraid to take damage. That's 1,000 damage on my tower. He goes with Elite Barbs. I know that he doesn't have Log. I already cycled back to my Goblin Gang. That's how amazing this deck is. He doesn't have Log. Okay? Even though it's 3.6, it cycles really well because of Skeletons and Ice Spirit. I defended it well. I defended really well. Taking 1,000 damage is fine. Okay? As Clash with That says, your tower is a tool in beatdown decks, and this is a hybrid beatdown, guys. It's Hog and it's 3 Musketeers. So I think I'm letting this video get too long. So here he goes double-sided, and I obviously ignored the Bomber because that's just gonna get a shot, and that's actually not much. And here I just push the other lane because I really can't defend against that Goblin Gang. I get tons of damage. Look at that. Executioner doesn't have a high DPS, so I can get shots off, and now I have more damage than him. Best time to drop your pump is not now, but I still do it because I'm ready to take damage, and this actually countered pretty well. This attack actually countered pretty well. Get rid of that Executioner pretty early with that Ice Spirit. My Ice Spirit's level 10, so he can take a shot from the Executioner and jump. Here, this is the pro play, guys. I just dropped my Hog like a tank. Okay, look at that. Look at that one Elite Barb follow. It gets a shot. The other one is following, and now it's just dead. I just used Hog to counter it, so that shows that you can counter it with pretty much anything. Now look at the other side. I took 500 damage from that push. Okay, that's fine. But here he gets overconfident. He pushes the other side, and that's what you should not do when you don't have high damage spells. Like, this guy does not have high damage spells. So he's still trying to get so much damage on this side, but I don't know. I just managed to defend. I defend, and here I push with Hog. So let's put it in normal time. Here I push with Hog. Okay. Even with the Musketeer and the Executioner, not enough DPS to destroy the Hog. Now he realizes he doesn't have a high damage spell. He drops his Hog, he drops his Rage in here. I'm sorry, guys, it's a cheap collector. It's a cheap collector, and I'm kind of BMing here. But I hope you learn how to use this 3 Musketeer deck. It's really fun. It's super fun. 3 Musketeers play is fun. It's super fun, just as Hog play. And hope you guys will use this deck. As it's a hybrid deck, it's great. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time in the next video.